Alright, what's happening, guys? UFC fight night, Tampa has taken place, and we're going to talk about Buckley. What a performance by Buckley. I'm not going to lie, guys, I'm happy to see Colby the Cuck lose. It was great. I mean, I did predict Buckley would win. I predicted a third round KO, but he got a TKO. Obviously, I didn't upload my predictions and whatnot, but I did. When people were asking me, well, who do I think is going to win, I did predict Buckley to win in round 3. But anyways, he didn't get the KO, but he got the TKO via doctor stoppage. I'm going to be honest with you guys, I think it's time for Colby to call a day on his career. I mean, he's lost to most of the best fighters in his division. He's only really beat people that are kind of on their way out or are old. So yeah, but let's take a closer look into the fight. All right, cool. So went 3 rounds, significant strikes. Buckley landed 75%, and Colby landed 37%. Buckley had a submission attempt, takedowns, 1 for Colby. Fucking hell, 13% out of 8. Yeah, and I can't lie, Colby's done. So total strikes 71 for Colby, which is equivalent to 44% of 161, and Buckley was 81. Landed 81 strikes, which was 51% out of 160, which was really good. I can't lie. Shouts out to Buckley. Did very, very well. Fought well. Look, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I did think coming into this fight, I know Colby does usually have the advantage over a lot of his opponents, but I did think coming into this fight, because Jaquan is a very explosive, powerful guy. He's on a 6-fight winning streak, and he's shown a lot of improvement in the last year or so. So that's why coming into this fight, I had Jaquan winning this. He put on a very good fight. He looked good. And to be honest, I think he can cause a lot of trouble in that welterweight division. Will he be a future title contender? Possibly. But the welterweight division is very stacked, and there's quite a lot of competition. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, obviously, Jaquan called out a few people after the fight. So yeah, let's take a look at some possible matchups we could potentially have. Obviously, Jaquan is on a 6-fight winning streak. He called out Leon Edwards, Kamaru Usman, and Belal Muhammad. Obviously, Belal Muhammad is fighting Shavkat. That's what I believe is next. I believe that should be next because it was meant to happen, but obviously Belal had to pull out due to injury. So cool. 3 other matchups that could possibly take place. I mean, any of these 3, no particular order. These are the fights that I would, if I was matchmaker, I would potentially make. I think Kamaru Usman and Jaquan could be a very good fight. 2 explosive fighters. I would say Jaquan has the advantage in explosiveness, being the younger guy and still in his prime. It would be very good. The question is, would Kamaru be able to take him down, hold him against the cage, bully him a little bit? I don't think so. I think Jaquan is the better striker, but with that being said, Kamaru still has power. Kamaru, if it's 5 rounds, I'm not going to lie, Kamaru has a very big chance of winning, because obviously Kamaru does better over a 5-rounder fight compared to 3 rounds. But it would be a good fight. Two explosive guys. So it would be good. Another matchup that could be made is Jack Maddalena. Obviously, Jack Maddalena is a very good boxer. His striking is I would say his striking, well, not his overall striking, but his boxing is better than Buckley's. So it would be interesting because obviously Buckley has the explosiveness and the power to put out Jack, but Jack has the technique and the power to possibly put out Buckley as well. So it would be very interesting. I think where Buckley could probably do well in that fight is possibly taking him down, holding him against the cage, grappling a little bit, bully him up against the cage a bit. Because I mean, we saw that Gilbert Burns was able to take Jack down quite easy. So I have no doubt someone like Jaquan would be able to take Jack down easy. But like I said, Jack has the edge in the boxing, I would say. So that's where it could be a bit, of a problem. And then the last matchup that I would go for is Buckley versus Ian Gary. Obviously, they were scheduled to fight each other, but because Bilal pulled out of his title fight with Shavkat, they made Shavkat versus Ian, which made sense because they're both undefeated. So yeah, if not any of the two fights I mentioned before, then we should get the Buckley and Gary fight, and I think that's a very, very interesting fight because I think the power and explosiveness leans to Buckley. But listen, Ian Gary is a cuck, I must say, but I can't take away from his skill set. His striking is more elite than Jaquan Buckley. I'm going to be honest, it is. So Ian could possibly, it could go to a decision, that fight, and Ian could possibly win. I think, sorry guys, my camera died, so I had to, sort that out quickly. But as I was saying, I think where Buckley could have success in that fight would be against the cage, possibly mixing in the takedowns. I mean, Ian did very well against Shavkat when it came to the takedowns, so who knows, Jaquan might not be able to take him down, but I feel like Buckley probably would be able to take him down. So it would be an interesting fight. I think those are the three fights. Any one of those three fighters is the fight to make next for Buckley. And I do possibly see him sometime in the future being a title contender. Will he win the belt? That's another question. But definitely, Jaquan Buckley is a title contender. Like I said, he's on a 6-fight winning streak. He's ranked number 9, I believe it is. He just beat Colby. Colby's ranked number 6. So he's going to take Colby's spot. So he's not far. I reckon 1 or 2 more fights and he gets the title shot. But that's my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like and subscribe. And it's Big Yems. And I'm fucking out, mate.